Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael
Today we're checking out Ensemble.
from Aries Games, provided to us by Aries Games.
Yes.
So this game plays 2 to 10 players, and it is the box playtime says 15 plus minutes.
Yes.
Now, technically, it could be over within a couple of minutes. Technically, it could go quite a bit longer if you have a group of 10 people that are having trouble trying to figure out what card they want to vote on. Anyway, thanks to Aries Games for providing us this copy of Ensemble, but they didn't give it to us in exchange for this video. They gave it to us because they know we like to play all the games. So hey, let's get into
all the rules with Michael. It's a co-op game.
Yes.
It's a party game. It's fun.
This is, as you say, a co-op party guess what everyone is thinking game. So, let's take a look at the setup. So you're going to start off the level marker on level 2. Notice there is no circle for level 1. So we're starting on level 2. You are going to take these hearts and put with the number of players that are playing. Look, there's a number 1 and a number 2. If you were playing with 3 players, you'd have a number 3. Playing with 4 players, play with a number 4. And then you are going to flip all of these hearts up to their heart side. So notice that there is a gray side and a colored side for each of these tiles. In addition, there's going to be a symbol on some of these tiles, and I will go over that in just a moment. You are going to shuffle up all of the remembrance cards. All of these remembrance cards will have some sort of image on the card. And as you can see, they're not as complex as Dixit cards, but they have some, just some basic theme that is on each card. In this game, we are trying to basically guess which of the remembrance cards is most like the challenge card that we have down here at the bottom. So we only have 2 players playing, so we don't have these extra hearts, but when we're going over the rules, I will keep them out just for a second, just to show you. Now, let's pretend like this is our challenge card. You are also going to deal up a number of cards up to the current level, which is currently 2. So we would have 2 of these cards that are up. Then each of us is going to take our voting cards. They are numbered 1 to 9, which matches 1 to 9 here on our board. We're going to choose which one of these cards is most like this card. If we are all the same, let's say I say level number 2 and Steph says number 2. Yay, that's great. This is called an ensemble. If that is the case, we pass the level. It goes up to here. And if any of our life counters have been turned over to the gray side, we can turn it back over to the heart side. If at least one person voted differently than the majority, but the number does not exceed a certain allowance level, you pass the level, but you don't get back a life counter. For example, with 4 players, notice the little plus card there means that the allowance level is 1. This is the number of voting cards that can be different without causing the level to end prematurely. So, for example, if we had the pink player give a 2, just like me and Steph, but the purple player gave a 1, this would be within the allowance level of 4 players. We would not get a heart back, and we would get to advance. Now, this would be perfectly fine in a 4-player game, because only one of these 4 is different. Now, in a 2-player game, we don't have an allowance level. If we're playing something like 7 players, the allowance level is 2. If we're playing with 9 players, the allowance level is 3. So you can see that uh, you can survive with uh, not having everyone perfect. If it is perfect, it's called an ensemble. If it is at least within the allowance level, it's called a pass. And it's a fail if the number of votes that is different if it exceeds that allowance level. Now, we're playing 2 players. We don't get an allowance level. So if at any time we differ, then we're going to stay on this level and lose a heart. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to flip the leftmost one. So let's say in a 4-player game, you are going to maintain that allowance level because you're flipping the furthest one back. And every time you gain, you're going to gain the rightmost one back, just like so. If there are ever no life counters on the colored side, then you lose. If we get all the way to level 9 and pass, we win the game.
Yeah.
Seems pretty easy. Seems pretty good. We have played this in smaller groups. We have played this in larger groups. It is certainly more fun with more players, but it's still a good challenge to see if you are thinking like one other partner or 2 other.
Yeah. There's one thing you didn't mention.
Oh, what is that?
When we are done with the level, the card that was chosen goes down to here.
Oh, got it.
And so if we are tied,
let's see here. Oh, yeah. Discard all the challenge cards and replace them with the remembrance card that received the most votes. So this would be the challenge card. We're going to replace it with the one that received the most votes. If there was a tie, you're going to replace them with all the tied cards.
Right.
So let's say we're in a 4-player game. I did 2. She did 2. Pink and purple did 3. We're going to take 2 and 3. And they are both challenge cards. And when we're going to guess which one of these cards matches both of the cards, which can be really difficult.
It's tricky, yeah.
So, this game, that is not all there is to this game. Once you are familiar with the game, you can add in what are called scenarios. There are 3 scenarios. The first one of which is called Cold War, where you have an explosion deck. So every time that you failed, you're going to draw a card from the explosion deck. If you draw the bomb card, you lose the game. Otherwise, you discard the drawn card. Whenever you pass a level, you add a new randomly selected remembrance to the explosion deck and shuffle it. So the better you do, the bigger your explosion deck becomes. Otherwise, you might end up dying really quickly. There are also, like I say, 2 other scenarios that say don't open until you've beaten scenario 1 or don't open until you've beaten scenario 2. We have not tried those.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Sounds fun, though.
And that is all the rules.
Yay!
So let me put together all of the things that I have taken apart. I destroyed these decks trying to make up my examples, but I think we are good to go here.
Nice.
All right, do you want to go ahead and start with this one?
Yeah, sounds great.
Hey, look, it's a little laptop and a plant. And there is a Christmas tree and OK graffiti on some bricks. So we are going to put down.
Can make a case for either of these things.
Yes,
so I'm
it's true.
This one,
I'm going to go with this one.
All right.
So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. It's a 1.
Yes.
The little tree and the big tree. That's what I do.
There's a ton of pink here. There's pink OK. So you could have made a case for the bricks, but
correct.
I went with the plant.
So we're going to discard that. The plant is going to become here. We're going to go to number 3. Had we had a missing heart, we would have gotten it back. And then we are going to fill in the spot.
Yep.
Up to the level marker. So we get 1 here.
Yep.
And we get 1 here. We got a hammer and nails. We got a peaceful little woodland scene with the little geese right there.
It's a swan.
A swan. Yes, that's exactly right. A swan. And
I could make a case for 2 of these things.
I can too. So I'm going to still put this one.
I'm going to go here.
3. Yay! We both did 3.
But all those bricks look like presents too.
All those bricks could have been presents, but it is not. So we're then going to fill out number 3
Okay.
as French fries, and number 4 is a globe. I'm going to take this back. I'm going to look through my cards. I'm going to shuffle them around a little bit, and I'm going to put this one down.
What you got?
I got number 4. You also have number 4. Yay! We win. And we put this down here.
So easy. It's not this.
It's
easy.
not this easy.
Especially with like 8 people.
Oh yeah, and it takes a while to figure out.
Now I don't know. Now I have to think
Now
about this one.
We have a pizza, and we have somebody in a windstorm where they're like into cold. I think I'm gonna go with this one.
Sure.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Number 5. Yay! We did it.
The only thing that had to do with like outside.
Yeah, that's why I did it. So we put up a number 5. We put up a number 6. And we have a violin, and we have a little doctor syringe with a little green squirty out stuff.
Wow.
And that's what I'm gonna. Whoops! I think I should redo that.
Yeah.
And I have my card out. You didn't see that. And I'm gonna put that down.
This is one I honestly don't know.
Well, look carefully.
I'm looking very carefully.
I'll put this up here on the big screen. Everybody else can see.
Okay.
And it's right there.
I'll do this one.
And it is 6 because he's sick. He needs a doctor.
It's the only thing I could think of.
He's blowing his nose. That's why I did that. And we got what? A knife going into a bag?
A murder knife.
I mean, as you do, right? And well, balloons.
Take your 6 back.
I'm taking my 6 back. Unlike last time.
I have a case for 2 of these. Not happy with this one.
I am not happy with this one. I'm not sure.
What you got?
1, 2, 3. Oh, so I murder knife and then murdering someone with like the poison stuff.
I was thinking it could have like a nail. Like
that's also a good choice. So we have a tie.
oh gosh.
We did lose one.
Yep.
So we've lost that heart. We stay where we are. Both of these are up. We now have a key. And we have a mountain. Blue and green mountain.
I had to think about this. I don't know.
And let's see.
I don't know. Yeah, about this.
Yeah, about this.
We're gonna be dead in a second.
All right. I am taking into account the stuff.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
this is the only thing that makes sense.
I think we're about to die.
I think we're about to die.
I think we get to level 7, and I think
15 minutes with 2 people.
I think we're about to die.
Mine makes sense, so you picked the wrong one, basically.
Mine. Then let me reconsider.
I mean, it doesn't.
Mine doesn't make very much sense.
Well, months.
Yeah. And I'm to make it fit both of them.
Yeah, well,
This is the hard part.
it's very hard. I don't.
I've got it narrowed down to 2.
Which 2? I'm not changing my answer. I'm just curious.
I can't,
Talk it out.
I can't tell you that.
Well, you can, because I picked mine. Nobody else is playing, so you can talk it out. I'm curious.
But no facial expressions.
Nope.
So
Not even gonna.
actually, I've got it down to 3 now.
Oh, down to 3.
Down to 3.
It's worse.
Let's talk about these.
All right.
So the violin is made of wood, and this hammer also made of wood, but there's also nails in it. But I can't really tie it with this that well. I mean, that's a line and that's a line. These are a bunch of lines. Okay, whatever. The plant here is similar to the plants here, but I can't tie it in with the hammer very much, except for the fact that this is sort of wood and there's like trees around here. That is something that I could consider. My last one that I think I'm going to go with is that this one is construction with bricks, and this is also construction. And these bricks approximately match the color of this handbag. So that is what I'm going to go with, is this, because it's the only one I can really get to combine the two things.
Mm-hmm.
And then yours says 1. It's a key.
It's because it's metal.
That is also a valid consideration that I should have considered and did not.
And my second thought was this one. Well, I thought you were going to do this one for the.
These are my two for the longest time till I saw the coloration on them.
This one because the nails do have the same cross pattern, which is nice. And the coloration of the bag sort of like that. I like that too. So, but mine's like 2 metal things in both of these pictures in the metal key. Metal.
I did not. I should have considered that.
Well, no, it's
I did not.
There's ways of thinking about things, right? So
it's really hard with 2 because if you ever miss, 2 come in.
That's right.
And that makes I did not consider that. We have not played this 2-player until now. It really
it's a challenge. You only have 2 lives.
It's more of a challenge than I expected it would be.
Yeah, well, want to try it again?
Oh, we can if you want.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so let's try it again. Game number 2.
All right, we lost one.
We lost one. So here we go.
All right.
Here's our challenge. It's an igloo. Yeah, because we were blowing through it like it's nobody's business.
It's true.
And so we have this chicken dinosaur. Chicken dinosaur attack.
Wow.
And then we have this cow being taken by aliens.
I'm going to go with this one, but I have no logic.
Oh my goodness.
Israel.
Let me think about this.
I have a reason for the one I chose, but it's not necessarily a good reason.
I have a reason, but it's also not a good reason.
I can think of a reason for both of them.
I can now think of a reason for the other one now.
Yeah.
That really bothers me because I now have a reason. All right, people are going to laugh at my reasoning for this, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
2. What is your reasoning?
Because it looks like there's a spacecraft and it's all blue and yeah.
No, there's my reasoning.
Because cows live in igloos.
You heard it here first, folks. Cows live in igloos.
What?
They're called Eskimos.
Eskimos. No.
Okay, that's why we only have 11 viewers left. So, the space aliens are going around picking up the cows. So the Eskimos are super smart, and they build the ice dome to protect them from those space aliens taking the cows.
That's right.
That's going to go here. That's going to go here. We are up to number 3.
So funny.
And so we got...
I'm a bit surprised we picked the same thing.
I mean, I almost picked this one because I had reasonings. So, I'm going to shuffle these around a little bit, and then I'm going to choose one of these. All right, we're going to do that. All right, mine is number 1. What was your reasoning?
It's like a farm animal.
Yeah,
chicken.
It is like a farm animal, and maybe that's one of the scary aliens that's like trying to masquerade as a chicken.
As a cow.
As a cow chicken. All right, we have a pyramid, Eiffel Tower, and stadium. And we have an axolotl. He's so cute.
He's my friend.
And we're going to shuffle these up a little bit. And shuffle these up a little bit. And then I'm going to choose one of these things. All right. And we're going to reveal number 4 because clearly that's a critter. And that's also sort of a critter.
That was my thought.
That was also your thought. All right. We got the dead man here with the little numbers around. And we got the industrial plant. I have my thought, and I have a reason for my thought.
I could go one of 2 ways.
Well,
that's
gonna be a problem. All right, you said 1, I said 2.
My other thought was 2.
As a screen.
I know.
As a screen.
Like the snow globe is also an enclosed thing.
What snow globe?
Isn't that a snow globe? I guess it wasn't apparently a snow globe for Michael, so
I could not tell that was a snow globe.
Okay.
Maybe it is a snow globe.
But that my other thought was the screen. So
well, guess what?
Guess what?
Those are our options.
Oh boy.
And we're back to this again.
Oh boy.
All right, we are replacing with woman listening to music and samurai with swords. I'm going to pick one of these.
Yes, I see that. I'm going to pick this one.
And we are going to be different again. Watch this.
Oh my god.
I have a reason. It's probably not a good one. Yours is a 1. Well, mine's also a 1. Hey! Oh, unbelievable.
She looks like she would have that phone.
Yeah, she looks like she would have that phone. Exactly. I didn't know where the other one was coming from, but I was just going to roll with it. We get this back. We go up a level.
And we're
back to one card here. That's some puppers, and that's an 8 ball. I have my thought. You
have a thought?
I have a... What? You don't?
Okay, this is my thought. Is this...
All right. What's your thought?
He's got a guitar, so music. Maybe?
And she's listening to music. You know what? She is listening to music.
That's my thought.
Yeah, it's your thought. So,
I remember
put that back. We go down here. We put this up, and we are now on round 7 again. And we have a bear in a tent. That's not a good sign. And we have 2 people on a date, I guess.
Yeah.
I am going to choose.
Wow. You actually picked something.
I did.
It's
obvious only to me.
I'm going to be wrong. So I'll just be wrong.
All right, be wrong.
3.
Nope, 2. Why 3?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, the coloration, but more like the branches look like these trees. I don't know. It had no real.
This is him with his instrument, and this is him with his instrument.
Yeah, considering that, just because guy. Yeah. I should have thought about that. Not dead yet.
Not dead yet, but soon to be. How about Mary Poppins and Lady with a Gun with a dude in the background? I have my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Look again.
Okay.
Make sure.
I'm not changing my mind.
All right.
I have reasoning.
Yours is what? And what is your reasoning?
Because it's a critter for the bear and the dogs, but they're also killer dogs like the samurai.
So.
He's a killer.
My thought was.
Yeah.
The bear kills somebody. And the samurai kills somebody.
So the lady kills somebody?
Not yet.
Or the dead body is killed.
Dead body is killed. Level 7 again. Wah, wah.
This game's hard, all right? One day we'll win.
Dead bodies. That's the only one that linked up with all of them.
I think it's super fun. I like this.
Yes.
I think it's like, and it just, even with 2 players, it's fun, but with more players, it's just crazy.
Well, I did not expect it to be this much of a good challenge with 2 players. It's a really nice
Yeah,
little challenge.
I think we played this at Tennessee Game Days with Laura and Drew
Ah, yeah.
and Jonathan and people. So we
like-
played it with a bunch of people.
I like that it doesn't have to be perfect with 10 players. You can have a little bit of variation.
Yeah.
But
Which is good.
most of you have to hit the
Yeah.
thing. So I think that it probably works.
Yeah.
Whether it's 2 or 10.
I know, and that's crazy.
It's
Plays
crazy.
10.
It's a
And
super
it
wide play
plays
count.
10 well.
Yes.
You can't say that by like a
For
lot of
most
games.
party games, you'll either feel like you're left out at 10.
Yeah, but you still have a vote. You have
Here you have a vote.
Yeah.
Yes. But also works well at 2.
Yeah.
So there are very few games that work that well with that
And
few.
Spoiler, this is my number 24 game of,
Wow.
of 2023 that I learned. So I wanted to make sure we played this in time because
Before
wanna
you do
share
your
with
top
everybody.
25 on
Yeah.
your blog.
So, there's a lot of great co-op games that came out last year, and this is definitely one of them for me. I love trying to associate things
The
with
year of the
other
co-op, right?
things. Yeah, for real though. And I love it. I think it's so fun. The only thing I want is more cards.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Because you go through them so fast.
I don't know what these scenarios will include,
Yeah,
but I mean,
there are definitely more
clearly there's
cards.
more cards.
I know.
So, and we've already opened up our first scenario.
But that's kind of like the thing. Like a lot of these party games that have heavy use of the same thing, you start, you just kind of want more. Like just one that's been out many years. We want more word cards. Like,
yes.
you see the same things over and over, but it's still fine. I still love the game, and I still gonna play the game. But I already want more because it cycles quickly.
I agree. Now, the other Ares games that I know of, they seem to be far different from Ensemble.
It does seem
So it's interesting that it comes from Ares. But I mean, clearly it's a good game.
Oh yeah.
And so it's a good pickup by them.
So,
but yeah, it's not. I mean, like I've seen their Battlestar Galactica, miniatures combat game, and that seems to be far different from Ensemble. But yeah, good on Ares for picking this up.
or
so.
War of the Ring, or
Yeah, exactly.
The
War of the Ring, which is
which
Ares,
came out last year too.
Yeah.
So good.
totally different from Ensemble.
Hey, that's fine.
But
They
hey,
games they like and they publish them.
you know what?
I
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that at all. So yeah, be sure to check out if you enjoy co-op and mind deduction sort of games, be sure to pick up Ensemble.
Yes, do it.
And if you enjoyed this teach and double playthrough of Ensemble,
I just want to play it more.
yeah, you can get more videos just like this on our YouTube channel. Search on YouTube for Board Gamer Steph, and you will find our channel. Or if you want to come join us on Twitch, where you can interact with us and with everyone else in the chat, then you can join us on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central, where we stream through 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we play all those games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.